Hello, my students. Hope you are fine. World Records is our title today, Unit 9, Lesson 5, page 72. The golden egg today of our lesson is to read a website and some facts about world records. Let us listen, point, and repeat some words related to the lesson.
Building. Country. Bridge. River. Old. Long. River. Long. Bridge. Old. Country. Building.
Listen and repeat.
Building. Country. Bridge. River. Old. Long.
Look at the pictures. What can you see? Here we have 4 pictures. Look at picture number 1. We can see a very old building, which is a temple. Picture number 2. We can see very long 2 bridges over water. Look at picture number 3. What can you see here? We can see a map of country, which is Russia. And finally, here we have picture number 4. What can you see here? We can see a satellite picture of the Nile River. Now, we shall move to the text.
Listening 86. Listen and read.
Here are some of the world's records. There are many interesting facts.
The Gigantia temples are in Malta. The temples are over 5,500 years old. They are the oldest temples in Europe. The longest bridges over water are the 2 bridges over Lake Pontchartrain in the USA. The bridges are nearly 24 miles long. You can't see land from the middle of the bridges. Russia is the biggest country in the world. It is 17,075,400 square kilometers. That is 12.5% of the Earth's surface. In Russia, there are 11 different time zones. Russia is between Europe and Asia. The longest river in the world is the Nile. The Nile is 6,650 kilometers long. The Nile flows through 9 countries in Africa. The last country is Egypt. From Egypt, it flows into the Mediterranean Sea.
What do you think that the text talks about? It talks about some facts. Yes. Places, figures, and some records. Excellent. Yes, great. Thank you. What do you think that the lesson talks about? It talks about some places, facts, figures, which means numbers, the world, and some records. Yes, great. Thank you. Let us explain and analyze the text. Mention some places that mentioned in the text. The Gigantia temples, Lake Pontchartrain, the Nile River, and Mediterranean Sea. Yes, very good. Find out some countries. Malta, the USA, Russia, and Egypt. Excellent. What about the continents? Do you remember? What about the continents? Yes, here we have 3 continents: Asia, Africa, and Europe. Excellent. Our lesson title is Word Records. What are word records? They are figures that registered as facts at an official organization. You know Khalifa Tower? It is the highest tower in the world. And here in this article, we have some word records. Let us see number 1. Gigantia temples. Where are they? Yeah, they are in Malta. How old are they? Yes, they are over 5,500 years old, and they are the oldest temples in Europe. Second record here is those 2 bridges which are the longest bridges. Where are they? They are over Lake Pontchartrain in the USA. How long are they? How long are they? Can you remember? Yes, they are nearly 24 miles long. Also, we have a map of Russia. What is the record that related to Russia? Yes, great. It is the biggest country in the world. It is 17,075,400 square kilometer. What about the percentage of its area? Yes, great. It is 12.5% of the Earth's surface. Yes, it is very big. How many time zones in Russia? Think about it. Yeah, there are 11 different time zones. Where is Russia located? Where is Russia located? Actually, it is between 2 continents, Asia and Europe. The last record is the Nile River. long is it? It's 6,695 kilometers long. How many countries does the Nile River flow through? It flows through 9 countries. Excellent. In which continent does it flow? It flows in Africa. Where does it flow into? Yes, think about it. Yes, great. It flows into the Mediterranean Sea. Let us identify some new words. Temple, which means a religious place where someone prays. Earth's surface means the first layer of the earth, which means the external layer. And flow means to move along or to run. Yes, it is fine. Now we have a clear image of the main idea. What is the main idea of the text? The main idea here is showing interesting facts about some world records. Here we have derivations or parts of speech. Let us call out some of them. Let us see. Number 1, nouns, such as temples, year, bridge, water, earth, surface, country, river, sea. Asia, Africa, Europe, Egypt, Russia, the USA, and Mediterranean. Do you remember which kind of nouns that Asia, Africa, Europe, Egypt, Russia, the USA, the Mediterranean are? Do you remember? Yes, very good. They are proper noun. Let us move to the verbs. Here we have are, see, is, and flow. What about the pronouns? We have they, you, and it. Also, we have some adjectives such as oldest, longest, biggest, last, to, and different. Here we have nearly. Nearly is an adverb. What about the prepositions? Yes, we have in, over, from, between, and into. Yes, great. Here we have question number 4 in class book page 72. Read again and match the sentence halves. Number 1. The Gigantea temples with D are the oldest temples in Europe. Have number 1 with D. Now, have a minute to match the sentence halves. Here we have 2 columns. The first column, the Gigantia temples. Number 2, Lake Pontchartrain. Number 3, Russia. And number 4, the Nile. The second column has the second halves. A is the longest river in the world. B is the biggest country in the world. C is in the USA. And D are the oldest temples in Europe. Let us see number 2. Lake Pontchartrain. Yes, very good. It is C in the USA. Number 3, Russia. Number 3 with B is the biggest country in the world. Excellent. Yes, great. Number 4, the Nile. The Nile, number 4 with A, is the longest river in the world. Excellent. Yes, great. Thank you. Here we have the matched halves. And finally, we arrive to the challenge questions. Number 1. Make a Google research and find out the name of the most famous official world records. Number 2. Name a world record at your country. Kindly don't forget our homework. We have homework and workbook page 68, exercise 1 and 2. And we have another one in the booklet, page 28. Kindest regards, Miss Rawan Nakhle. Goodbye. See you soon, inshallah.